Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I just want to share an update for you with our client store, the Cuppa Deco, which is what you see in front of you here. For those of you who don't know, who haven't watched my videos before, haven't been to my channel, essentially this client is enrolled in our Shopify Launch Accelerator program. They enrolled about 4 months ago, and I just want to provide you with an update on how things are going. So for those of you who don't know, our Shopify Launch Accelerator, there is a link for that down below in the description. It's essentially a done-for-you program where we build the store from the ground up, we populate it with our own products, and we grow the store for you. We generate all the traffic, we do all the marketing, and we grow the store for you to £1,000 in sales, and then we just hand it back to you, right? So we give you a store which is already set up, already generating sales, already made £1,000 in sales, and yeah, we just hand that back to you for you to then take off in any direction however you so wish. So going back to the Cuppa Deco store, this is the store. Like I said, we launched this store, I think we're on day 122 now. I think about 4 months ago. It was launched on the 29th of March earlier on this year. Like I said, we built this store from essentially from the ground up. All of these products are all products which are physically designed by and manufactured by ourselves. We ship all of these products directly. The client, the owner of this store, does not have to pay a single penny for any of these products as we are growing the store for them. So until we get the store up to £1,000 in sales, there is no cost whatsoever. We ship all of these products completely for free. That is one of the benefits of our Shopify Launch Accelerator program. So this is the store, guys, and I want to show you exactly how this store is doing, and then I'll share some more information about the program itself. So if we head into the Cuppa Deco admin, this is the Shopify admin for the Cuppa Deco store, as you can see. And right now, if we just go through the stats here, if we go to the analytics and we date it back to, because we know the store opened on the 29th of March is when we launched, and we'll just go to today. So far we're currently up, we're almost at target, we're at £903, 47 pence. This is Great British pounds, by the way. These stores operate in the UK market, but you can be based from anywhere in the world and actually sell into the UK market with this program. This particular client is based in Norway. So as you can see, we're almost at £1,000 in sales. You can see all of these sales have come from the online store, so these are not fake orders, as you would see. Let me move this over. You would normally see on, typical thing to look out for on YouTube with people who claim to be able to do this, you'll see draft orders, or they won't even show you this screen. And what people can do with Shopify is you can actually create draft orders which haven't got any real customers or no one actually making payment. You can just mark that payment as paid, and essentially you can create fake orders in your store. So when you see people with, saying that they've done £10,000 in sales on Shopify, it's probably draft orders. So a little bit of a tip there. But as you can see, these are all genuine orders. These are all orders from the online store. And if I actually go to the order screen, we can actually see all of the different customers that these orders are from. Okay, so we've currently 148 orders. The order number starts up basically at 1,000. So we go back to the analytics. We're 4,556 store sessions since we opened. Store conversion rate is 3.07%, total of 148 orders, and the average order value, again that's behind my face, if we scroll over down here, the average order value is currently £5.86 there. Okay, so guys, this is how the store is currently doing. It's doing really well. Like I said, this is 122 days in, and essentially we're doing all of this completely with products that we physically produce, products that we sell, and we ship all of these products, all 148 of those orders that we have shipped for this store. We have supplied all of those products completely free of charge. The client hasn't had to pay a single penny for any of those products. So let me tell you a little bit more about our Shopify Launch Accelerator and how we can get these exact same results for you with your own store. Okay, so like I said, there is a link for this down below. This is not a course, by the way. It is simply a case of we build the store for you. It's your brand, it's your store. You just give us access to your store, and we do essentially pretty much 99% of the work. Okay, so we build the store, we list all the products, we supply all the products, we supply all those products for free, and on top of that, you actually do get to keep all the profit that the store makes all the way throughout as well. And I will share with you just exactly how much profit the Cup-A-Deco client has made in 4 months since enrolling in this program. So the benefits essentially is that we ship all the products for free until your store makes £1,000 in sales. We do it with we build the traffic with something called influencer marketing. I'll share with you a little bit down in the FAQ about what that is if you're not familiar. But essentially we use influencer marketing to drive the traffic to your store, and we don't use any paid ads at all. So you would think maybe paid ads was cheating. No, we are doing this. We're doing this profitably. We're not using paid ads whatsoever, which means that once we hand this store back to the client, they will not need to use paid ads. They can just continue to use influencer marketing, or they can re-enroll in our program, and we will continue to do the influencer marketing for them. So to qualify for the program, there's only two requirements. One is you need to have a Shopify account. Very simple, you can go and create one if you haven't got one already. And the second is that you just need to provide access to your store so that we can log in, add products, build the store, and just operate and manage that store as as a proper real store. And we need to do that every single day, 7 days a week. So let me just dive into some FAQs about the program, just so you can learn a little bit more about how it actually works. So first of all, why Shopify? Okay, this is a Shopify launch accelerator program. This is a Shopify exclusive program. Okay, so the reason Shopify is that Shopify is by far the most reliable and scalable platform that I have ever used. Okay, so and the reason is because you're not using a marketplace such as eBay or Amazon or Etsy, and which means that you haven't got an algorithm, okay, a traffic algorithm, which can just chop and change from 1 week to the next. Okay, this is what makes Shopify so reliable, because all of the traffic that you generate to your Shopify store is your traffic. You've built that traffic yourself. Even if you've got that traffic from paid ads or from influencer marketing, which is how we do it, all that traffic is coming from you directly. When you're selling on a marketplace, that traffic is not you. It's not the result of you. That is the marketplace sending you traffic, and that is very, very risky, because they can take that away from you at any time. And similarly with paid ads as well, which is one of the reasons why we don't use paid ads, is if, for example, your ad account gets shut down or gets suspended, then you lose all of your traffic. So the reason why we use influencer marketing is because we own 100% of the traffic, which means there is nothing that can stop that traffic from continuing to come to your store, which means that your sales will continue to come in. Okay, this is a tried and tested method that we have personally used to grow not only our own stores, but also other clients who we're now doing this same thing for as well. Okay, so we have proven time and time again that influencer marketing works. We know how to do this. We know how to start a store from zero and grow that store to over £1,000 in sales for you. And then once we do that, you can then take over from there and take your store in any direction that you want. Okay, so in terms of what should you name your store, a lot of people think this is a really important part of it. I mean, to some degree it is, because it is your brand. You've got to think long term. This is your long-term brand. But essentially, let me give you some insights here. So you will be selling into the UK market. Okay, so it doesn't matter where you're based in the world. You can use the Shopify platform, but we will sell into the UK market because we are based in the United Kingdom. Okay, so all the products that we sell are manufactured here in the United Kingdom. We manufacture these products here in-house, and we ship all of our products here from the UK. So it makes sense for us to sell into the UK market. Okay, and the reason is because we can offer fast shipping, we can offer free shipping, and although we do sell internationally as well, and you will be able to offer international shipping in your store, your primary target market will be the UK. Okay, so when it comes to picking a name for your store, try to avoid hyphenating your brand name. Okay, because that can make it difficult for people to remember, and it just doesn't look as nice and isn't as catchy, right? So try not to also choose something which is too long. Obviously, when you're thinking of a brand name, single syllable or 2 syllables are great for brand names. Try not to use multiple words. More than 2 words, I'd probably say was too excessive, because it just becomes less memorable. People, a way to think about it, if it's easily spelled, easily remembered, and rolls off the tongue quite nicely, then you're probably on the right track with a brand name. But a brand name can literally be absolutely anything. It doesn't have to be related to the store. It can be a nonsensical word. It can literally be anything. It's your brand, it's your name, so you get to choose it. Now, you must remember that you are building a brand with Shopify, okay? So you're going to want to check the availability of your domain name, and you're going to want to go for a .com or a .co.uk domain name, okay? So those are the 2 best domain names to use if you are selling into the UK market. Always go for a .com, always go for a .co.uk. So check the availability of domain name, and always check that you can get the matching handle. So say for example your domain was, let's just say Nike.com, obviously it's not going to be Nike.com, but if it was Nike.com, go over to Instagram, go over to TikTok, make sure that those handles, that handle Nike, that exactly matches your domain name, is available on social media, because having matching handles with your domain name across social media just gives continuity with your brand, and it is the best way to build a brand cross-platform. So your domain name and your social handles should always be exactly the same as each other, okay? Now, in terms of what kind of products that you will be selling in your store, well, like I've said a couple of times already, these are products that we physically produce. This essentially means that we'll list and supply all of the products in your store for you. So we'll go back to the Cup of Deco store here. All of these products that you can see in this store are all products which are designed and manufactured by us ourselves, right? So these are the type of products that we have, and there are literally, we put more than 16,000 products in your store. It is a crazy number of products that we add to your store, and it will essentially include things like acrylic decor, greeting cards, mugs, cups, prints, wall art, stickers, labels, and some weight loss products including charts, journals, trackers, and food planners. And you can actually go and view all of these products in the Cup of Deco store if you want to go and check them out as well. You can see them. If you go to weight loss here, you can see we've got weight loss menus and charts and trackers and things like that. Okay, so those are the type of products that we will sell. We have been manufacturing and producing these products for, well, basically almost 16 years now, and yeah, we've been selling these products for a very long time. So how long does it take to reach £1,000 in sales then? Well, with most stores that we have done this program with, it happens, you get there within the first 6 months, okay? But we will essentially, we guarantee to extend the program for as long as necessary until we reach that £1,000 goal for you. Once we get your store to £1,000 in sales, which is the next question, what happens when we get you there? Essentially, we then hand things over to you. But during the program, we will continue to cover the cost of every single product you sell, and we will ship all those orders for free to all of your customers until you get to that 1k sales target. Now, once you hit £1,000 in sales and we hand the store back to you, you can then continue to sell our products, or you can start adding new products from other suppliers as well. In fact, we actually fully encourage you to do this, okay? And the reason is because you don't want, we do this with multiple stores, okay? This is a store building program, right? So we build these stores, but even though we've got thousands and thousands of products, we build these stores with the same products, because getting you to £1,000 in sales isn't that difficult, right? It's really not that difficult, because we just, we know how to do it. We sell our own products time and time again. We know how to market our products. But essentially, all of these stores that we're building, they all start off with the same sort of products, okay? Now, different products become popular in different stores because you've all got different customers, right? But essentially, after you get to £1,000 in sales, you then want to take your store in a different direction, right? So we encourage you to then go and add products from other suppliers to your store, and we can even help you in learning how to actually source products from other suppliers and actually doing that with your store as well. Now what you want to do is you want to add products which complement those which are already in your store. Okay. Now you can do that with products which is similar products in the the sort of categories that we currently sell in, because they'll fit nicely with your brand. Or you can start adding your own print-on-demand products. We offer a range of print-on-demand products such as mugs, wall art and stickers that we can actually physically produce for you with your own art, your own designs, and you can add those products to your store as well. But essentially, when you take over your store, we encourage you to diversify and take your store in its own direction, just to really make it your own. Okay, but we will continue to be your supplier nonetheless, because you'll be already selling our products on a daily basis by the time that we hand over the store to you anyway. Now, in terms of whether you will have access to your store, yes you will, absolutely, all the way throughout. You essentially give us access to your store via our Shopify partner account. So we are a registered Shopify partner. This means that as a Shopify partner, we can request collaborator access to your store. That gives us access to all of the the features inside Shopify, so that we can essentially build your store from the ground up. We can add products, we can download your orders, we can process your orders, we can add tracking, we can generate shipping labels. We can do all of that from within your store with our own account. So you have your own login, you can log in, you can see our login, you can see exactly what we're doing inside of your store. We can do all of that. It doesn't affect you. We can both be logged in at the same time. In terms of how often we'll need access to your store, well, we'll literally be in there 7 days a week. Okay, we operate as a fully fledged store. Okay, we are in these stores 7 days a week, downloading your orders, doing your marketing, optimizing things, making sure that we're priming your store for growth to get you up to this £1,000 target. In terms of what your role is all the way through this program, now I mentioned that we do pretty much 99% of the work for you. That is entirely true. But let me just share with you exactly what your role is throughout this program. So first and foremost, we ask you to design your own logo. Lots of people like to design their own logo, right? It's very exciting when you open a new store. One of the first things you think is, oh right, logo, okay? Which, it's by far the most important thing, but we do ask you to design your own logo, because at the end of the day, it is your brand, it is your store, and you should be responsible for designing your own logo. But more so, what we actually do is from your logo, from the logo you design and you provide to us so we can, design your store, we actually build a color palette, and we use your logo design to actually build that color palette, and we use it to style and theme your entire store, right? So if we go back to the Cup of Deco store, for example, you can see this is the logo here, and everything in this store is designed and themed around that logo, and we'll do the same for yours as well. So the second thing for you to do is that we ask you to send invites to influencers, to social media influencers, via an app called Shopify Collabs. Now, you might not be familiar with Shopify Collabs at all. Don't worry about that right now. It's super, super easy, and it's all done directly inside of Shopify itself. It will literally take you less than 30 minutes per day to send these what we call invites to collaborators via Shopify Collabs. These are essentially social media influencers on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitter, on wherever, right? We ask you to send these invites because that's how we get them to collaborate with your store, and then we ship free gifted product to them, which they promote to their audiences, and that's how we drive traffic. That's essentially what influencer marketing is. So you can send up to 100 invites to influencers via the Shopify Collabs app, and you can do that directly inside of Shopify every single week. Now, the more of these invites that you send, the faster and bigger that your store will grow, okay? Because it is just a matter of volume. And just bear in mind that we are shipping all of this free gifted product completely free of charge to these influencers for you. So it actually doesn't make any difference how many people you actually reach out to. You are limited to 100 invites per week via Shopify Collabs, but we do also give you, this is a unique advantage here, we give you a DM template, a direct message template that you can actually use on Instagram or TikTok directly to send DMs, private DMs to people directly. And you can use this template to send DMs to people on social media directly and actually invite them to join your collaborator program in that way as well, and that can actually help you speed up the process of growing your store and working with more influencers. So are there any additional costs? Well, there are not. There are no additional costs aside from the enrollment fee, which I'll show at the end. All of the selling costs, which includes your Shopify subscription, all of your fees, all of your shipping labels, all of that will be covered completely by the sales that we're going to generate in your store, right? And this is throughout the entire duration of the program. And on top of that, all of the net payouts from Shopify are paid directly to you as profit by Shopify, and you get to keep all of that. Okay, so you get to keep all of the profit. Now, that leads us into how much profit, as in, can we provide an example of how much profit that you can expect to make with Shopify? So let's go back to the Cup of Deco store again. So if we go back to this particular store, like I said, we've made £903 in sales in the last 122 days. Let's have a look at the actual real statistics of this store. Okay, so this is a store, like I said, we launched 4 months ago. In the first 120 days, sales went from zero, because this is a from zero program, to 898. This was updated a couple of days ago. You can see this is 903 to the 28th. This was updated as of the 27th. So yeah, this was updated yesterday. So we've done 89% of this 1K goal, so we're almost there, and we're doing it with zero paid ads. Okay, so there's no paid ads. It's all done with influencer marketing. So in terms of how this store is currently performing, as I showed you in the analytics here, this is just a breakdown of that. 147 orders as of yesterday, 898 in sales, a 3.09% conversion rate, cost of shipping £310.60, so that's the cost of generating the labels. Cost of goods is zero because everything's free while we operate the program for you. Cost of advertising, zero, because there's no advertising. We use influencer marketing entirely, and you don't have to pay for any of that gifted product either. The influencer commission, which is the amount of commission that we've paid to the collaborators that we're currently working with in this store, is currently £18.76, and the transaction fees, £44.92. Shopify subscription and app fees, we only use one app, £129.23 is roughly about the average of what that is, and the total profit so far that this client has made is £394.96. That is the total amount of profit that they have actually got to keep for themselves just by being enrolled in this program. So we're doing all of this for them. We're shipping all this free product to their customers, to their collaborators. All of the gifted products shipped to the influencers for free, and so far in 120 days they've made basically almost £400. It's a 44% net profit margin basically. Okay, and as you can see, can I see proof? Well, this is essentially a screenshot of this here. So when I show people this, people are like, right, so how do you do this, and how do you manage to do this with so many stores, right? So we use social media influencer marketing. That is, I've mentioned that a couple of times before, but I'm really going to explain what that is. Okay, so we use that to build stores 100% organically without spending any money on paid advertising whatsoever. Okay, so what we do is we invite individuals on social media to collaborate with your brand, with your store. Okay, and what we do is we provide free gifted product to those individuals so they can order those products from your website for free. And then they can share those products with their audiences. And what this does is it drives traffic, and traffic drives sales. Okay, so let me just explain exactly what influencer marketing is. Okay, so influencer marketing is essentially a type of marketing that focuses on collaborating with individuals on social media, right? So, and you do this to promote your brand or promote your store or your products or wherever, right? And an influencer can literally be anyone with a reasonable size following, and I mean anyone. That could be anyone from 1,000 followers up. That could be an influencer who could drive sales for you. It doesn't have to be someone with 3 million followers. Okay. In fact, if you try and reach out to someone with 3 million followers, they're probably not going to work with your brand new store, right? So the reason why this works, okay, is that influencers, these individuals who you will work with on social media, they have built up trust with their audience, right? So anything that they endorse feels more genuine to their followers, right? more so than traditional ads, things like paid ads, right, which tend to be what we call like cold reach, right? So the reason is this works is because influencers can help you reach a large targeted audience much more quickly from the content that they produce with the products that we send to them, okay? And that content gets much higher engagement rates, things like likes, comments and shares, more so than traditional paid advertising, okay? Or for example, you trying to promote yourself on your own social media page, because on your own social media, when you're just starting out, you'll have basically 0 followers, and your posts are just not going to reach anyone. And because it's own branded stuff as well, you know, you're promoting your own brand, people just don't like to engage with brands in that way. But people do like to engage with people who they follow. So if people they follow endorse a product, they are much more likely to go through and view the product on the website of that brand and essentially purchase that product. And this is what happens with influencer marketing. This is why so many brands have turned off paid advertising and they've switched to influencer marketing instead, because the return on ad spend through influencer marketing is much greater, right? So to give an example of what exactly we've done with influencer marketing with the Cup of Deco store, so far we've gifted over £1,800 worth of free products to influencers who are actively collaborating with this brand right now, okay? In fact, there's a total of 97 who, what we would call, are actively collaborating with the Cup of Deco store, okay? Now these individuals are basically promoting the Cup of Deco brand to their audiences every single month with the recurring gift vouchers that we issue on a monthly basis, and these are 100% funded by us whilst we grow the store to £1,000 in sales. So the real question for you guys is do you want to have these results for yourself? Okay, we're doing this with the Cup of Deco store right now, and we're doing it with other stores as well who have recently come on board. I can get you these results, right, in your own store, okay? And I can do it with this program exactly as I've shared with you in this video. You can go and visit this store, you can go and buy something if you want. This is a real store, these are real results. If you want these results, if you want us to build a store for you, add all the products, supply all those products for free, grow the store, do all the marketing, build a collaboration program, a brand ambassador program is what we call it. If you want us to do all of this for you and essentially get your store up and running so that it's, you know, already making sales, and then you get the takeover, then you can do that with this program that we're offering right now. Okay, you can do that through our Shopify Launch Accelerator program. We've designed this program to help you guys, you know, because there's nothing worse than you know, I've experienced it many years ago. You know, when you just start out on Shopify, the thing about Shopify is that Shopify, you know, people go to marketplaces because it's easier, because you list products on marketplaces and then they send you traffic, right? Because that's what a marketplace is. People go to eBay, they've got eBay apps on their phones, Amazon apps on their phones. They search for products, your products come up, you get traffic. With Shopify, you start with 0 traffic. Nobody is promoting your Shopify store when you start out. You have to build all of the traffic by yourself. And we have done this with so many stores that we know how to build that traffic. We know how to get sales in your store, and we can repeat this process over and over and over again. And this is what we do with this program, is we build your store for you, we use our own products to do it, we build your store, and then at the end of it, what do we get out of it? Well, you're already selling our products. So when you take over the store, we then start invoicing you for our products, and it's just a normal, typical, you know, drop shipper supplier relationship from there onwards. Obviously, you can add products from other suppliers as well. We don't mind if you do that. In fact, we encourage it. But by this point, you'll already be selling our products on a daily basis. You know, so you know that's how we benefit from this program, right? Because we know that we will end up being a long-term supplier for the products that you're selling, because we're populating your store with our products, and you're going to be selling our products on a regular basis, and you know we're going to be invoicing for those products later on. So anyway guys, I think I've managed to explain pretty much how the program works in as much detail as I possibly can. If you want some more information, there's 2 ways you can reach out to me. Go to the links in the description down below. You'll find a link to our reseller community. It's completely free for you to join. You can get direct access to me at any time. You can send me a message there. Or there's also a link in the description where you can book a one-on-one call, a video chat like this, and you can ask me any questions you like about the program, and I'll be more than happy to help you, understand how it works. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave this video wrapped up there now, and yeah, so any questions, leave in the comments down below. If you like this video, or if you like what we're doing, hit the thumbs up button, because that helps to reach more people. It means I can reach more people, help more people, get their stores up and running with Shopify. I know how difficult it is. It's crazy difficult to generate traffic with Shopify. Yeah, I've seen so many people waste money on paid ads. You don't need to waste money on paid ads. You can do it with influencer marketing. We can set it all up for you. Well, there you are. Everything you need to know is in the description. Anyway, guys, I'll leave this video wrapped up there, and enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be back in a couple of days with another video. See ya.